G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back to the next turn. This is Eldritch Horror, and right, let's get into this. First, a couple of corrections. The first one is down here, we had a mummy come out with this gate. Now, if I just pick up this guy, have a look at the back skis, you can see that this says, when this monster spawns, move it to the pyramids. So this actually goes here in the pyramids. Now there's a couple of things I want to do here. For starters, I forgot to take this clue off him when I did his turn, so let's get rid of that. And the second, I forgot to activate him when I was resolving this card. Now this card says that I can discard a health and a sanity to gain a talent, or I could gain a health and sanity. So I could either have a free rest action or I could have a talent. I gave him a talent and I gave him a talent. He got a rest, he got a rest, he got a rest, and I forgot to do him. But, while I was editing this and thinking about this turn, I thought, what we're really talking about here is a talent for a single rest action. It seems ridiculous to me to not do that. So I'm actually going to get talents for all of those people and start using them. So I'm going to take a health and a sanity. We're going to take 2 health and 2 sanity. And we take sanity, 2 health. And we take 2 health, 2 sanity and 2 health. Because a talent for a rest action, I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Okay, so these are all my stacks of conditions. Oh no, that was a bit of a disaster. I didn't mean to drop those cards. Oh no, look at that. I just ripped this card completely. Let's do a quick little shuffle. And we need 3 talents. We'll go in turn order. Madness. Leg industry, bane, leg, injury, cursed, dark pacts, funding, that's a deal. Here's a talent, that's 1 talent. Illness, boon, here's another talent, that's 2 talents. We need 4 talents. Hunger, debt, silver tongue, that's 3 talents. And headstrong, that's 4 talents. Oh, there was actually another error too. Since I've moved it, this is the Doom token. We actually did have a green comet, so Doom would have advanced by 1, so we're on 12. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual cards. Now this is the order we drew them in. So we have composed. When resolving a test, if you do not roll any 1s, you may re-roll all of your dice. When you fail a test, flip this card. Wow, that seems kind of crazy. Resilient. Once per round when you lose health, you may test strength. If you pass, prevent the loss of up to 2 health, then flip this card. Nice. Silver-tongued, you may re-roll 1 dice when resolving an influence test. When you perform an acquire asset action, you may add 1 result to 1 die. Add 1 to the result of 1 die. Alright. Flip this card before acquiring cards. Before acquiring cards. When you perform an acquire... So I have to flip this card every time I do an acquire action, whether I use the may effect or not. Because there is a full stop there. So he gets that one. Headstrong. Once per round, when you would lose sanity, you may test will. If you pass, prevent the loss of up to 2 sanity, then flip this card. Wow, that is like the best card ever. Wow, and he's got 4 mind. That could not be better for us. Okay, so that is all the setup. Now, here's the problem. We have an epic monster zombie horde here. We have a doomed counter about to activate with this thing here. We have this horrible monster here, right? Now the problem with this monster is he is really hard to kill. You need 4 health to kill, plus he has a -2 strength. So he's very, very difficult to kill. But he is where the expedition marker is. Now, our current mystery that we need to solve to finish the game requires us to find a certain artifact. And artifacts are found on these sort of Indiana Jones style missions. So we need to deal with that monster badly. Now we have one more turn before we get to the next, Eldritch sign up here. So that gives us an extra turn before we have to deal with the Mystic room. So the Mystic deck will skip this turn. What we really need to do is, we've got a couple of things we have to do. We have to get rid of this card, which we can do this turn, and we have to deal with this monster. And I'd like to get rid of that gate as well. So there's quite a lot. I don't think we can actually do all those things. Okay, let's get into this. So also, by the way, these Eldritch signs are taken off the table because we solved the last mystery. So I'll just get rid of them. So I don't really see a need to change our turn order still. So down here we have Joe. He's on a C space. He's going to go off the board and come around here to Tokyo and pick up this clue. So that's one turn, and it's for a second action. He's just going to do a rest action. So he's just going to get a health and a sanity. Now we're going to have a pretty quick turn here because we're basically just recovering from getting all those talents. So he's going to move here, take that clue. And he's also going to do a rest action and gain a health and a sanity. Now this bird here, she is going to move over to here and do this rumor. That's one action. And for a second action, she's on a city space. She is also going to take a rest action. Okay, so this guy is going to start moving up. So he's actually going to go 1 to here and then take a focus. So he gets a focus. That's not a rest action, as you might know. This bloke here is going to do a rest action and then come over here and grab this clue. Bam, bam. Finally, our resident wizard he's going to take one walk over here. Yeah, so he's going to do one movement to here. And he's going to do Blessing of Isis on himself. So that means he rolls a law -1. Now his law is 4. So that is 3 dice. And he is not blessed. Is there anything else we got going on here? No. Yablamo. Oh, look at that. 1, 2 successes. Plus, he gets an extra success from the professor. Add 1 success to your test result. Yabamos. That's 3 successes. And if we look at the back, 2+, there is no effect. So there's no sanity loss, no nothing. He just gets a nice, juicy blessing. Now, are all the things on the back of the blessings the same? I really don't know. I'll try and get a new one. I'm putting discarded blessings in the discard pile, so I can't believe I broke that card. It's so depressing. Oh well. Yeah, blessing. Boom. So he is now blessed. Okay, so that's that. Let's do it. This guy's down here. He's got the clue. So we'll just grab that. Yoink. He's in a city space. Tokyo even. You attempt to harness the spiritual energy of civilization to glimpse into the past. Do a law -1. If you pass, energies flow through you and you witness Atlantis becoming the lost beneath the waves. Gain this clue and 1 spell. If you fail, you accidentally travel to the future. Advance the omen by 1. Okay, so this is bad. His law is not good. It is a 2. Does he have anything to help him? He's got all this stuff that allows him to spend clues fancily, but because that's why we're trying to get that clue. Okay, no, he doesn't have anything to help. So we're rolling 1 dice for a success. This is not a good roll. Got a 3rd chance. So it's not too bad. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Go! Oh! That is why I love dice games, baby. Oh, man. That is brutally awesome. Whew. What do I do with the encounter card? Oh, here it is. Found it. Oh, dude. I was so blown away by that roll, I've completely forgotten where I was. Gain a clue and a spell. Well, gets that clue. We'll be spending that regularly. And I'll just grab a spell. Clairvoyance. During the encounter phase, you may test lore. If you pass, you may choose to encounter a clue as if you're on its space, ignoring monsters on its space. During the encounter phase, you may test lore. If you pass, you may choose to encounter a clue as if you are on its space, ignoring the monsters on that space. Is this telling me that I can just like do clue tests on anywhere on the table? That's pretty crazy, right? I'll have to figure out exactly how that works. We have this guy. He is also going for a clue. He is also on a city space. A man who claims to belong to the Order of the Rising Stars agrees to speak with you. Do an influence -1 test. Okay, so his influence is 3 -1. We got any fancy things here? Nope, he doesn't. So his influence is actually 4 -1. So I was looking at arcane. Wait, what am I testing again? Influence. So it's 4 -1, that's 3 dice. Come on. We need 1 success, please. Yablamo! Oh no. It's a miss. Does he have a focus? No? Nothing he can do. Damn it. If you fail, he panics and calls for the police, screaming that you attacked him. Gain a detained condition. Okay, so he's detained. You cannot move or perform actions other than the action on this card. Instead of resolving a counter, flip this card. Local action. Test influence. If you pass, discard this card. So he basically has to sit there for another turn. That sucks. He does have an influence test to beat that, which is not too bad. Okay, so she has 3 clues. So she's going to try and do the encounter. The rumor. But the thing is, which I probably should have paid more attention to, she actually has to pass an observation test to do this. And the observation test is just 2 dice, so it isn't a -1. We do have this crazy ability though. As long as we don't roll 1s, we can just keep re-rolling, which is crazy. Okay, so we have an observation of 2 to win. Yablamo. We get 1, so that's fine. We spend those 3 clues. 1, 2, 3. And we have discarded this rumor from play. If he passes, he learns about the Russian folk tale where children go missing. He may spend clues equal to half the investigators to solve this rumor. And that, my friends, is one gone rumor. That was a particularly horrible card. 3 clues. I'm terribly paranoid. See, because the clues are actually linked to places on the board, I'm really paranoid I've lost clues. I'm going to have to count them all after this. Okay, so now it is this bloke. He is on a wilderness place, and so is that bloke, by the way. So just grab a wilderness card. The remains of a long-dead explorer lie before you. Some of his gear still seems salvageable, and he won't miss it. You dig through the dead man's pockets, gain 1 random item asset from the deck, and lose 1 sanity. Okay, no rolling needed. So let's grab a random item. There we are. Chainsaw.
Groovy.
Gain +3 during combat encounters. Each 6 you roll when resolving a strength test during the combat encounter counts as 2. Oh, awesome. A +3 plus exploding dice. I am a big fan of exploding dice. Now, we have to lose sanity. Oh God, look at all this stuff. Give me 5 minutes to read this, okay? Yeah, whenever you lose 1 or more sanity, you may gain 1 focus or spend 1 focus to improve a skill of your choice. He does have a focus, so he's going to spend that. He still loses the sanity, but we're going to improve our strength. You know what else I forgot? He has hallucination here, which says when you perform a rest action, which I did, you may roll 1 die on a 5 or 6, discard this card. So I'll just quickly do that. 1 die, 5 or 6. Oh, beautiful. You get a 5. So that is gone. Yoink. This guy here is also getting a clue. He is on a sea space. Yoink. The Deep One vessel far outpaces your own. You struggle to maintain sight of the ship as it nears the horizon. Do an observation -1. Okay, his observation is 3, and he has nothing that'll help. So that's 2 dice. Blammo, he gets a pass. If you pass, you stone his tail long enough to know his destination. Gain this clue. Yoink. Splat. And finally, we have Henry, who is also at a wilderness spot. You search the ruins of a small village to discern what happened. Do an observation test. Now his observation is 3. He has nothing that helps him with that. What's this thing do? That's a lose sanity thing. So he is blessed though. So his observation 3, blessed. This should definitely be a pass. Yablamo. There's a pass. If you pass, you find a journal that describes the disasters that befell the town. Gain 1 clue and spawn 1 clue. Wait, what have I done here? Okay, so I've made some kind of huge error here. Basically, what happened is, because it says take a clue, I got really confused for some reason and thought that I must have drawn a clue card, but this is actually the legit location card. Don't ask me why I didn't bother to look at the back of the card to see if it was black or not, but I didn't. So I actually did the whole draw again on a new card. So this is in the edit that I noticed all this, and I noticed I actually didn't do the error. So I'm not going to go back, and because I would need to fiddle around and change all the board state on the table downstairs. So we're just going to continue on and eat this error and chalk it up to the kind of things that happen when I play board games. Let's move along.
My God, he's right! My work here is done! I'm off to find others in need! God bless you, Captain Hardsheart! God bless you!
What I meant to draw is one of these. Yonk, and do a wilderness. Someone is lost out there. Local guides will not help unless you offer them a bribe. Do an influence test. Okay, so his influence is 1, but he is blessed and he does have 1 focus. So that's a better than 50-50 chance. So you blammo, and we spend the focus. You blammo, and there's a pass on a 4 even, so that's perfect. So whoop, get rid of that. If you pass, you find the missing person. Gain 1 character unique asset. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so unique assets, characters we're looking for, huh? Oh, that's one right there. Bam. You may add 1 success to your test result when resolving an influence test to an acquire assets action. Once per round during the action phase, you may discard 1 card from the asset reserve. That is awesome. And it also reminds me that I forgot to do Yorik's discard asset action. So every turn he gets a free action to discard assets from here. He's going to discard this one and this one. Draw 2 new cards. Oh, nice. Arcane Dagger. Sweet. Okay, so that is the end of all that. It's time for the encounter phase. Now hopefully it's not going to be too bad, because we haven't done that now. We didn't actually do any mitigation of what's happening on the board. We did no control. That was basically just a recovery step and move around a bit. Got a bunch of clues. Didn't actually do much. So hopefully we're not going to get badly punished. Oh, it's another rumor. I just got one of these. Done. Okay, so firstly we've got to spawn 3 clues. San Francisco. That is over here. San Francisco. That is also over here. That's a level up token. The pyramids. Okay, so it spawned our 3 clues. We now do a monster surge. And this is bad. This is our first real monster surge of the game. So it's 2 monsters per gate. There is 3 gates open. Let's grab, this is for Buenos Aires. We grab a vampire and we've got a cute little fuzzy Zog. Aww, they bite your fingers off. Okay, so Zog has nothing special. I've got to check the backs after that mummy fiasco. Okay, and the vampire does nothing. He goes there as well. Okay, another 2 monsters. This time we're going to roam. Oop, well, I guess that's one. And this is one. So the one that jumped out of the bowl is a werewolf. Really want to get on the table. Got more. That's the second monster we've pulled that has a reckoning effect. And we have a cultist, which we get the back off the, whatever it's called, old one. Oh, there's 3 monsters now in Rome. Okay, and finally we have Istanbul. Gets 2 monsters as well. We've got to do some monster killing next turn for sure. Okay, so we have bats and, oh, grug. Oh, beastie. These guys are hardcore. Okay, so that's a lot of monsters on the table now. Not that it matters as much in this game, but we still have lots of monsters. Oh wait, there's more. There's more! Oh wait, that's not a monster surge symbol. It's a freaking Eldritch. Oh god. Oh, I was really looking forward to fighting all those monsters. Sorry guys, back in the bowl with you. Okay, what that actually says is place an Eldritch token on space 4. 1, 2, 3, 1.
I don't believe it. That is why you fail.
It was thought to be nothing more than a monstrous Aleuthian carving. In truth, this mighty god of the Arctic fell into a deep sleep long ago. It was taken from its throne and placed in a museum. Now its long slumber has come to an end. The horror in the museum. When this card enters play, spawn the epic monster in London. When it is defeated, solve this rumor. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator loses 3 health and 3 sanity and gains hypothermia condition. Discard 1 Eldritch. Okay, so this actually goes here. And this Eldritch token does not go on the floor. It goes 4 Eldritch tokens on the card. There we go. And now we need some kind of horrible epic monster that must be slain. Ooh, he's a horrible beast. What's he got on the back here? Okay, so he's not too scary. He's only got 2 mind damage with no modifier. But look at this. Toughness is equal to investigators +2. So his toughness is actually 8. It's a -1 strength, has 3 damage. And get this, if you lose health to this strength test, gain a hypothermia condition. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm sure it's bad. So that goes up here in London, and unfortunately that is right where our Mystic Gate is, which we need to use to control the Omen track. So this is all sorts of bad. Very, very bad, in fact. Well, we're gonna have to do some massive killing. We've got to do some gate closing. A lot of stuff we've got to do this turn. Hopefully we'll close this gate next turn with her. And that'll get rid of the next Doom token. Because the Doom track because the Omen track didn't move, we've got 1 more turn to get here. So that's all good. So, but the Mystic Gate, I really want to use that. So there's a lot of issues today. I'll have to figure out how to do. There was one thing I noticed during the editing. This spell here, Arcane Insight, should actually be in this guy's inventory. That was moved accidentally during the last turn. I meant to do it in the correction at the beginning. Okay, well my friends, that is that. I will see you guys next time.